Project 124 High Growth Program. Registrations are now open, and this program is powered by Hollard Insurance Botswana. Now, joining me in the studio, Mr. John Lichile, who's the Client Stakeholder Relations Manager, and Mayor 𝐌𝐍𝐅𝐎𝐑𝐌𝐀𝐓𝐈𝐍. Ah, come on, Botswana. She's the Standards and Quality Assurance Manager, Honeko Project 124. Gentle lady and gentlemen, I welcome you on the show. How are you guys doing?
Thank you very much, Ndu.
100%.
Yes.
Project you guys are in the right energies or what?
Absolutely. 100%.
Now, registrations are open, but before we get into that, let's talk about Project 124, what it is exactly. Any of you can take this one.
Regarding Project 124, it's a company that is lead development of businesses or rather entrepreneurs. I think I would it's as simple as we're a company that deals with developing businesses. Yes.
All right, and then when did it start? How did it become a whole thing, Project 124?
It's been a glorious 9 years.
Ooh.
Next year we'll be having our 10th anniversary.
Congratulations on the journey.
Thank you. It's been a great journey. Lots of learning, lots of improving of businesses. We've had so many alumni. We boast of Dream Flavors. I don't know if you know the company. It sells these Setswana flavored yogurts. You'll find them in store, Kobo Square Mart, wherever. So those are some of the alumni that we boast about. Yeah.
Now, why is it important for an entrepreneur to tap into this program?
Absolutely. I think like a level Goromento o tsile ka manana tshwana bo YDF gona le bo chama gona le manano a le mantsi gore bana ba kgone go tsaya madi ba nya manano wa teng. But we find most of the time there isn't much education as to how we go about dispersing those funds. I think one of the difficulties that we notice, especially when it comes to also the government making a return on that investment as well, we find it's lacking somewhere. So that's where we saw the gap or in terms of getting into business, but we also believe there's a much greater purpose to it. We realize there's a gap in terms of education, in terms of development, even in just the development of that private sector. I think private sector it developed its input in terms of our GDP. We know the truth and reality of that, right? Yeah, so Project 124 and 2016
Now, who qualifies to tap into this?
We have 2 different programs currently. It's a new way of doing things this year. Anyone who has an aspiring business idea, but now we have separated them. Program and taken from the Setswana word meaning to sprout, which means if you have a young business that is just at the beginning level, or you have an idea and you don't even know what to do with it, we accept you under that program and we take you through the steps, necessary trainings, and at the end of the day you end up figuring out which way you want to go. There's a story actually of one of our alumni. They came with, it was a man and his wife. They came with an idea. I think it was an idea of a preschool, but it wasn't doing very well. And eventually they transformed or went from that timber. They're now called, is it Botswana Timber Company?
Tanatswa.
Yeah, Tanatswa. Sorry, yes, Tanatswa. Now they're into timber. The business is doing very well.
That was a crazy skip from preschool to timber.
It was.
Yeah.
Which means that this is what the program does. It takes you through intensive training. You also have time to sit down and ask yourself if this is where you really want to go. Which area is exactly your niche?
Yeah.
What we do. And then the other part or the other program is called High Growth. High Growth is for already existing businesses. People who are looking at improving their businesses, want to learn more. Things like doing financials, business plan, all of that to better position yourself and better package yourself as an entrepreneur in a very competitive economy. Yeah.
Perfect. Now you talk about how you're going to pretty much help in terms of operation of businesses or grassroots level businesses and all of that. So what are the things we can look forward to? You sort of about advanced training as part of the program at Project 124.
The way we set up our curriculum is very unique. I think le one batho bana ba bakile ba eteka program a rona. She used the word which I really liked very much. Our program is very intensive. I think I think just a few weeks ago, last week, we're having some graduates and some of those people are aspiring to be business owners to some degree.
Yeah.
Right? Our curriculum it puts you out of your comfort zone. I think some people referred to it as some level of character development. I think also we make a mistake of thinking that for us having good enterprises that we need to focus on just pouring a bunch of money into it. The real value is in the entrepreneur. It's in the person.
Yes.
If you want the enterprise, you develop the person. And so our curriculum is based in such a way that it works in the inner workings or inner beings of a person as an individual to figure out exactly where you lie.
And you help incubate them throughout that process, because out in the streets, you're on a character development. I've heard entrepreneurs speak on this.
Yeah.
So you guys, usher them, you help them, you hold their hand through that process. I like that.
I mean, entrepreneurship already got we on a hella. I think they'll realize what it has some level of humbling experience.
100%. Yeah, or about service. Yo, I've been there, I am there, I'm going there.
No, and no, I guess it's nice to visualize ourselves in that position. But the truth is, we're not all starting off in that place.
Yeah.
You need to tap into what other people like referring to as a hustler within you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that requires some level of character within you to be able to bring that out. And it's a humbling experience. And it's within that journey that people get to discover where they truly lie in business, as to even their projections as well. Is this something I really want to do? Because you're giving someone a practical idea of what it feels like to be a business owner, right?
Yeah.
Aside from just idolizing it from what they see on television.
Yeah, Now, speaking of character development, we have an alumni from your program on the line that I've invited to come give us a testimony of exactly how that has worked for her. Kuma, hi, welcome to RB2. Reteng tsenya di headphone o tle your alumni pa Kuma ra go amogela mo RB2 ke na le John le Katlego and ne ba re totelegela gore tota Project124 e direla eng for entrepreneurs ya no ka batla go itse mo go wena gore kgwebo ya gago ke eng e bile Project124 e go thuse jang.
Dumela bareki ba RB2 di Kuma ka Thanazo Investments. I got into Project124 just with another investment. I was owning a preschool called 𝐈𝐍𝐅𝐻𝐑𝐌𝐀𝐓𝐈𝐍 preschool, but I ended up closing it. And then when I got to Project124, when you are being taught, and there's mentorship, they teach you like
that is so cool.
How to pitch, how to like you have an idea, like what you were saying, you'll be having your idea, but you don't know how to go about it, or you don't even know, is this idea, is it going to make business, So Project124 I was a preschool, and right now I'm at Thanazo Investments. We are a hardware. It's a 100% owned Botswana hardware, whereby Spa and Hollard, you can see how we have grown also. We have 2 branches so far. So we actually sell gum poles, timber, that is roofing timber. We also have fencing material. So Project124, I would say it really helped me a lot, because I got to have a chance to have mentorship. When you're into business, but there are some areas where you don't know. Like
stand by there.
And then there are some people with expertise who would help you say, no, when you're here, this is how you can go about this. And then, when you are still growing, there are a lot of things which you don't even look into. For example, you don't even know how to do your records. You are just there. You're thinking you're making money. And then just the basic business plan, that outline of a business plan where it has a lot of things, where it tells you what are your strengths and weaknesses. You just get in there without knowing them. But Project124 really helped me in terms of those areas.
That sounds amazing, Kumo. That sounds amazing. And I'm proud of you and I'm proud of your journey. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of our time. But thank you for giving that testimony and just emphasizing on Project 124. Yeah, bereka. But they move studio. But smile around to but smile more. They're proud of your project. Kumo, all the best in your business, ne? 100%. All right, now you're going to find out exactly how you can be just like Kumo and have a successful business on the other side of this. Here are the news headlines.